Hello there, how are you today? I hope that from our last video, you have been encouraged to practice your knowing. In all of the manifestation journeys that I've witnessed or I've experienced, ones that always do show up faster, or actually they all show up after persistence, but also after the conviction that you know it's gonna work. No matter what your thoughts may be, no matter whatever turmoil you may have within. So yeah, a lot of the practices that we spoke about, taking a few deep breaths, staying in silence, taking walks in gratitude, they all are tools in order for you to respond better and regain more strength day by day for what you know to already be true, for what you know that you can already accomplish. And whether you practice manifestation on a spiritual level, or you actually do things maybe in terms of goals and aren't there in the spirituality realm, it's pretty much the same, because an athlete works towards their goals, and their desire is to win. So you practice daily, and it doesn't have to be a physical practice, but you do practice daily. So also, I think something that I've probably forgot to mention in our last video is allow yourself to take a day where you don't do anything, and that will give you a little bit more insight into what you should do. I know it's probably contradicting, isn't it? You don't do anything at all, but in a way you are, because your mind is releasing a lot of things that you normally would react to if you were more in a active mode, if you were in your beta mode instead of your theta mindset. So give yourself that grace. Take that day, drink some tea, have your cup of coffee if you need it, and then drink tea afterwards. Spend time with your plants, spend time with loved ones, go to the beach, do something that is truly, truly relaxing and keeps you away from any influence of the mind. So that's what I have for you. It's just a reminder, and I think you already know what to do. And also, another thing that is fun that you could do, especially when you are in a season where you are just now manifesting, or you're just learning about these things, you can have a friend or a partner where you plan a goal together, and accountability can really reel in things faster. It's kind of like when in the Bible it says, when two or more are gathered, there I will be. It's the same thing when it's that energy, like the God energy, universe energy, whatever you may call it, when you are gathered amongst the people that have a similar goal as you, you reach that goal much faster. It's the same saying as when you say you are a factor of the 5 friends that you hang around with, because you have that same energy, you know. So if 4 of your friends are, you know, have the success that you want to have, you are bound to have a similar success, you know. So if you aren't there yet, get yourself like an accountability buddy, or find a coach, because they all want to, or most of them, the good ones, they do want you to get to your desired goal, because they believe in you. Actually, the good coaches believe in you, and sometimes even if it's not for long term, but for short term, so that you can get the essence of that belief in yourself first. Sometimes, although you have to believe in yourself, you have to be your own cheerleader. Having a little boost is not a bad idea, but you already know what to do. You just have to tap in within yourself, and whatever turmoil that you're having, as I mentioned before, it will go away if you, in spite of your crying, in spite of your really sad like state, you still with conviction say to yourself, this is not how it will end, and I will be, you know, happy or successful. And practice that until you actually start to believe it, and then you start saying with conviction that you are happy. Sometimes you have to start with, I am getting to the point where I am happy, or I'm getting to the point where I am this. Every day I'm getting better and better. You all know, the sayings, you know the expressions. It is consistency, because your subconscious will be impressed by it. It will be familiar with these sayings, even though your body right now doesn't understand what it means. But through repetition, it will find what it means. So that's what I have for you. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Since it's a catch up, there's nothing for me to sell. But you know, remember that you have everything that you need, and your focus is more than enough. English, come back to me. More than enough. So stay true to you. Practice your breathing. Make it a habit. Make it a lifestyle, and make your focus a priority. Like, what do you choose to focus on, rather what you don't want to? And if you found a video prior to this one, I think it was that one, we know what we don't want, but through what you don't want, make the contrast. Write it down, make the contrast, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to focus on this, because this is what I do want, instead of the negative of what I don't want. I hope that makes sense. But you got this. We'll talk about more soon. Cheers.